We weren't thinking of kids.
Okay, all right.
But my first child just surprised us. She came.
For your second child, was that more planned?
All my babies were surprises.
Okay. Was the mindset, we'll wait for some time?
My husband didn't even want to hear about kids. He wanted to have one child. He wanted to have a girl.
I actually really love those stories where the moms and dads, right, didn't plan around the children.
Yeah.
The kids literally just showed up and
They
said,
showed up.
I'm here,
Yeah.
make room for me.
Yes. It was sweet. I had fun. I loved being pregnant.
I love that. No, I love that. The content of this podcast is for informational purposes only. For medical advisory and care, please consult your healthcare provider. Welcome to the Road to Motherhood podcast, where we talk about all things becoming a mom. My name is Nwanyibuife Adaeze Ugwoeje, and I'm here with another lovely, fantastic guest. So we'll turn it over to her, and she'll introduce herself and let you know how many kids she has and what she does for a living. Vivienne, good to have you.
Hi, my name is Vivienne Mighty. I'm a mom of 2 children. I am a remote professional and I work administratively with a company in the US. So,
thank you, Vivienne. And I love your last name. I've told you this before, Vivienne Mighty. I think is a standout name. So thank you for coming. We're happy to have you on the podcast.
Thank you.
And how many children do you have and their ages?
2 children. I have 2 children. My first is 8, a girl. My second child is 5, a boy.
Okay, so a girl and a boy.
Yes.
Very nice. So Vivienne, we always start from the beginning, and that is conception. So when you and your husband decided to get married, right, was your plan that you guys would have kids right after you got married, or were you going to wait, enjoy life small, and then bring the kids in for later enjoyment?
Okay, so we weren't thinking of kids.
Okay, all right.
But my first child just surprised us. She came.
So how soon after? How soon after you got married?
I would say, was that even like 2 months?
You were not planning?
We were not planning. We had all these plans laid out, like, newly married couple, everything we wanted to do and stuff. So, but like 2 months-ish after.
And she just came like, boom.
Hello. Surprise.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. And then for your second child, was that more planned?
So all my babies were surprises.
Okay, beautiful.
So my second child wasn't planned. So I found out I was pregnant 3 months after I was pregnant. Like I was already 3 months gone before I found out that I was pregnant. So yeah. Okay. So I had done my first trimester in surprise. Like
so you were shocked.
I was shocked. I was really surprised that I was gonna have, or I was having another child. Okay. Because he just,
So
just
after
like
your first child, your daughter, what was on your mind? Was the mindset, we'll wait for some time, or we're done for now? Or?
Yes. So after my daughter, the mindset was we're not doing this again.
Okay. So you were done. In your mind.
We were done having children. My husband didn't even want to hear about kids. He was done. Like,
interesting.
Yes. So we felt like we were fine. He wanted to have one child. He wanted to have a girl.
Okay.
And then we had.
And he got that.
Yeah, so he got that already.
Yeah.
But I wanted to have 2 children, and I wanted to have a boy. So, but then with some of the circumstances and things that happened with my first child, so I think I was leaning towards him. So I was like, we're good with one child. So.
And then your boy said, "No, you're not."
My boy was like,
he's like, "I belong here."
I didn't know I was already 3 months gone.
Wow.
So it was like, how? Wow. So everything was going well, and then suddenly I was just like, wait, something is happening. I feel like this thing going on with my body, I know it's, I know this thing, I've been here before. And then we just randomly, let's just check. And there he is.
I love that. I actually really love those stories where the moms didn't, and the moms and dads, right, didn't plan around the children. Yeah. The kids literally just showed up and said, I'm here, make room for me.
Yes, we're a part of your life.
We're a part of your life, whether you are ready or not.
Yes.
So I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you.
So now we're going to go into the other side of things.
All right.
Pregnancy. So how was that both times around?
So the first time I was sick. It wasn't interesting. So the first time I was sick, Well, first trimester, I was actually really sick. I was throwing up and all of that. But then it became smooth sailing, you know.
Okay. After
the first trimester. Second trimester was good. I ate everything I wanted.
Okay.
Had fun. I had a good one.
Okay.
So that was for the first one. The second one, I didn't feel. I had already done the first trimester in surprise and in shock. So I was going into the second trimester and ready. Yeah, everything. I wasn't sick. I didn't throw up.
Oh, I love that.
It was so sweet. It was smooth. It was.
I love that.
Yes.
I love when people's pregnancy stories are like, it was sweet.
It was sweet. I had fun. I loved being pregnant.
I love that. No, I love that.
I didn't hate anything. You know how people are like, oh, I didn't like the smell of this. It didn't happen to me. It was good.
I hope everybody watching is hearing, especially those who haven't had pregnancy yet or haven't gone to pregnancy yet. I know some people have that fear, like, oh my gosh, how will I make it? I've heard such horror stories. And yes, some of us, including myself, hands up, some of us had traumatically painful experiences during pregnancy, right? Like really struggled and all of that. But I also love to hear when people didn't have that, when they had sweet experiences, because that is also a possibility.
It is.
And people enjoy that too.
It is.
So thank you for sharing that.
It is. I had a beautiful experience. I ate everything and anything I wanted. And I took advantage.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So now let's talk about childbirth.
Okay.
So did this extend to childbirth? Were these also pleasant experiences, or was that tougher?
No.
Okay.
With childbirth, it was something else.
Okay.
My first child, I carried to full term. You know, so in fact, we got to like 40 weeks because she was just there, and then just one day, I think we just got to the point where I was like, okay, maybe we need to go to the hospital to induce labor and stuff like that. So while we were talking about it, I now started to notice that I was in labor. I was going into labor. Okay. So, but I wasn't sure. First time mom, I didn't know what it was. So by the time we got to the hospital, the doctor was like, oh, there's no need. You're actually already in labor. You know, labor has started. So I didn't even know labor had started. So, so I got admitted, and then we started to wait. Okay. No dilation, nothing.
Did they induce you?
So, yes, I think over time, while they were watching and all of that, they were like, okay, you know what, let's just induce and see if it could fasten or encourage the baby to, like, you know, come out faster, hasten the process, basically. So, but then this girl wasn't willing ready to come. So I was there. I had spent the whole day there. You know, it was like 24 hours gone already, and I'm still there. So I think it was a call from my mom that really changed everything. And my mom called and it's like, I'm waiting. Like, we've been waiting for this child. What's going on? So my husband was like, oh, baby hasn't come yet. Okay, how far gone is she? You know, has she dilated and all of that? So, oh, she hasn't, I think hadn't gone past 4 cm or something. And it was just there. So my mom was like, no, bring out this baby now.
How many hours had you already been in the hospital?
I've been in the hospital for a day.
Oh, 24 hours?
24 hours. I've been in the hospital for like a full day. In fact, getting into like midday the next day. Like, so my mom was like, no, you know what? Bring out this baby. Cut her open. Bring out this child.
Bring out the baby now.
This baby is distressed. Why is she still, you know, in the belly? So, so I remember my husband just went to the doctor. You know, we're first-time parents. We had it was just us. So we're just like, okay, let's get this baby out. And then that was when they were like, okay, they were going to do epidural and stuff like that. And then that happened. And then we were still, in fact, the doctor was like, oh, let's still wait. Okay, you know what, we're going to give her epidural. I think the epidural part came when they were deciding, okay, are we going to do the CS or something like that? So they were like, okay, let's just give her epidural and see if it's something they were going to do. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even know how that happened, but I got epidural, and then I was waiting. It still wasn't happening. So I just noticed that, I don't know what happened because I can't really remember, but I just noticed that there was now that rush. There was that rush. Everybody was like, oh no, move her in now. She needs to go. She needs to have this baby now. And I don't know, maybe they had found something, maybe my BP or something, I don't even know what. Maybe there was a medical reason. They just moved me into the theater to like have the baby, and they were like, oh, move her to the theater. This baby needs to come out. And then I was like, okay, what's happening? Why is everybody rushing? Right. So I don't know if they had seen something, right? So we got into the theater, and because of all that rush and everything, and then the doctor was like, okay, put her under so that we can start. And then while I was hearing all of that, I just screamed. It's like, doctor, you caught me. So yes, so he caught me while I was not under anesthesia.
So hold on, so that everybody listening understands. Okay, so you were about 4 centimeters dilated.
Yes.
They gave you an epidural.
Yes.
Because your mom called and said,
bring the baby.
What are you doing?
Yes.
Bring out my granddaughter.
Yeah.
They gave you the epidural. They now take you into the theater.
Yeah.
Right? To now do, is it still a vaginal birth or now a CS?
A CS.
So they switched after giving you the epidural to a CS.
So when my mom called, I think they were still trying to, oh no, we're professionals, we know this thing. So I don't know what happened between that time. And I think, like I said, I think maybe the baby had become stressed and they noticed that. I think they didn't tell me anything. So I think they had noticed that there was no more, maybe, I don't know, maybe the baby's heartbeat wasn't that strong anymore. So they just felt like, oh, okay, we need to do this. So it was rush. So while I was still there waiting for, okay, when is this baby going to come? What are we doing? Are we going to have a CS? What's going on? So rush. They moved me into the theater, and next thing I'm like...
And you felt a cut.
I felt the cut.
Anesthesia.
I screamed, doctor, you just cut me.
Without anesthesia.
So I noticed he stopped, and then he looked at the doctor and was like, what's going on? So I think the other doctor felt like he had messed up, and then he decided to knock me off. So he gave me medication. He gave me the anesthesia and all that knocked me off.
Knock you out.
So
they were supposed to do that before.
So they were supposed to do that before. Wow. So he was trying to make amends for what he didn't do right. So I think he upped the dosage, and
because it knocked you out.
It knocked me out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm sorry about that.
Yes. So I got to hear, because that was it. I wasn't awake. I didn't know. So I got to hear that my baby came out and she was blue. So they had to start trying to get her to cry and all of that stuff. And then, so by the time I was moved back into the ward, to recover and stuff like that. So my husband said, I was jerking, I was shaking, he said he was so scared that he was just telling God, please, And then, so I went into the recovery ward, and so shortly after, I don't know how long after, maybe a couple of hours later, I woke up. But I woke up and I was so tired, and I remember them bringing my baby, and I was like, oh, who has this beautiful baby? I was still trying to come off it and everything. And then, so I noticed my brother was there. So I think he was trying to just touch me or something, and then he felt blood. So he rushed to call the nurses, and then they opened and saw that I was...
Hemorrhaging?
Yes, there was a lot of bleeding. So while that was happening, I fell unconscious again. So Second time. So I was now unconscious. I always tell my husband, I crossed.
Crossed over?
I crossed over. Because I actually started to hear, I came back hearing faint voices. It was my brother screaming. My brother was shouting, Vivienne, you're not going anywhere. That was what I woke up to. Vivienne, you're not going anywhere. Vivienne, you're not going anywhere. That was what I woke up to. So I woke up, and then I started to hear the doctors, nurses. The whole place was chaotic. Everybody was, I saw some nurses crying, some nurses praying, the doctor was tapping me, and stuff, tapping me and say, okay, I can see, okay, oh, she's still white. I was hearing that, when I was now coming back, she's still white. So I got to find out they didn't have blood. So when I was hemorrhaging, they had to quickly run out to find someone to get blood somehow. So it was crazy. It was crazy. So, but eventually, I came back to life. So, but then it was a traumatic experience, having gone through all of that. So thinking, okay, yeah, I'm back. This is good. You know, at least I'm alive. I've seen my baby. You know, she's so beautiful. You know, oh my goodness, this is my child. You know, thinking all of that, and then I didn't know the worst was about to happen.
You know, I'm still trying to like wrap my head around the fact that, first of all, they caught you and you felt it because there was no anesthesia.
There was no anesthesia,
so that's negligence 101. Like, that in itself, it pains me that you went through that.
Yeah.
I hate hearing
I can't
stories
forget
like
that pain.
Because it's just negligence. Like,
I can't forget that pain.
What happened? How did we miss that? Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I'm so sorry you went through that.
Yeah.
And then the fact that you were now hemorrhaging.
Yes.
And they didn't have blood in the hospital. They had to now go and search. You know, when you say that you heard your brother's voice and then nurses were praying too. So I see a lot of things in life. In fact, everything is spiritual.
Yes.
Everything. So to me, that was the spiritual element coming in where,
yes.
Because in your mind, you had already crossed over.
I had crossed over.
You said you've crossed.
Yeah.
But your brother was saying, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, he was
he was
screaming.
Declaring.
His voice, I heard it was his voice that called me back.
Do you understand?
I heard his voice.
He was declaring, you're not going anywhere.
I heard his
so
voice.
his voice was bringing you back.
Yeah.
Nurses were praying, interceding on your behalf, so for you to come back.
Yeah.
So I just want to also acknowledge that.
Yes.
Like the power of people interceding.
Yes.
On your behalf.
Yes,
in
very
a critical
important.
time.
Very important.
I think if
very important.
I think if there's one thing people should take away from your story and even other stories that they've heard on this podcast about people that had very supernatural experiences during childbirth, it's that you need people to intercede for you.
Oh, you do.
In your most vulnerable moments.
You do.
Especially when you're giving birth.
You do.
You need people interceding.
You do. Yeah.
There's a very strong spiritual element to that.
Yes,
beyond just the natural.
You do.
So thank you.
Thank you. So even talking about people interceding, like imagine if my mom didn't call.
Thank you. And your
to
mom
say,
called.
you know, she called and she was like, bring that baby out. The doctors were just like,
they might have left you there for who knows how long.
Yes. Because I was just there and then they'll just come and check, 2 cm, 4 cm. And nobody was actually checking the time. This one has been in labor for over 24 hours. Over a day. No one was checking that. No one was putting that into consideration. So when my mom called, they had to make my husband sign, you know, you decide this is like against, you know, doctors, this or that you're going to go and waiver and stuff. So by the time he was done with that and came in shortly after, they now realized, wait, this is, you know, we need to get this woman into the theater. So, yeah.
So this was with your first child?
This was my first child.
So after this experience, your child has come out.
Yeah.
You have come back to life.
I came back to life.
What now happened next?
So because of the way the epidural, I think because of the whole issues and stuff that surrounded the whole childbirth, the stress and everything, and I also think the epidural, I think it might have been wrongly given. I had a sciatic nerve injury.
Sciatic, please explain that.
So it's called sciatica. So it's when there's a pain in your nerve or like your nerve has been, so you know the epidural is given at the back where like the spine and all. So it could, if there's a nerve that has been injured, it could affect a part of your leg. Okay. So from waist down. Okay. Yes. So I had that injury. It was so painful. And I was telling them I'm in pains. And they were like, oh, you just had a CS. Oh, you'll be fine. You just had a CS.
Again, dismissing
dismissing what I was feeling. Wow. You just had a CS, you'll be fine. You know you had an emergency CS, you know, it's like that, you'll be fine. So I had that, and then I went home and I couldn't walk.
You couldn't walk?
Yeah.
For how long?
3 months.
For 3 months?
I didn't walk for 3 months.
You couldn't walk for 3 months?
Yeah.
From
I couldn't move.
Pain?
I couldn't.
Whatever happened?
Yeah, I think if I say I couldn't walk, it's like I couldn't move. I was on the bed.
For 3 months?
Yes. I was just on the bed. So, like I said, it was in the spine. So, you know, movement is restricted. So I remember my baby would be crying and she's like lying right next to me and she's crying. I can't turn to pick her up. I can't pick her up. She's right next to me. I can't pick her up because that whole place is like, not even just paralyzed. I'm in pain. Like the pain was crazy. I've never felt that much pain in my life. It was so painful. It was a terrible experience. It was terrible. I think that was like the most traumatic moment for me, hearing my child cry right beside me and not being able to pick up my baby.
Not being able to pick her.
Like I would have to be like I have to scream because I had people, but then they had their lives too. So you had to, maybe someone went downstairs or something. So you have to scream on top of your voice. You have to scream louder than your baby just so that someone hears you and comes to help you pick up your child. So my dad, well, he was such an amazing person. My dad is late now, but he devised a means for me to breastfeed my child. So I don't even know how he did it, piled up pillows and stuff like that. So I would lie down and I'm breastfeeding her, and I can also sleep in that position and rest in that position. So sometimes we sleep off, the baby rolls off because I'm not even able to turn. I'm not able to do that. I can't stop her from rolling off because that whole spine, it was a crazy experience.
Wow.
It was a crazy experience. My husband was also very amazing because taking a bath, peeing, everything he was doing. Wow. He was doing everything.
He was literally caregiving.
Yes, he was caregiving.
Like 100%.
Yes. Because I can't move. Can't go anywhere.
Wow.
I can't move. I can't go anywhere. And I'm still, like healing. The womb is still healing. I bled for a long time. I couldn't understand it.
Plus already being mobilized.
Plus already, yes. My dad had to, so I got on painkillers.
Okay.
It wasn't working. It wasn't helping because I had to be on it for every 3 hours.
Every 3 hours?
Yes, it wears off every 3 hours. Then after a while, it became shorter. It started wearing off after every 2 hours. After a while, it became 1 hour. My dad was looking for any kind of medication I was praying to just be numb for just an hour straight, like to not just feel pain. So when that happens, I'll try to stand up and, see if I can move around but then there was trauma as well. So even if you're not feeling pain, to move the legs.
You're scared.
I was scared.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not feeling pain, I was scared, all of that. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yes. So it was...
Vivienne, I have to just say, if there's an award to give, I think there are several of you that have come onto the podcast that I would just love to give awards, awards for resilience, for strength.
Yeah.
Because I'm just imagining 3 months.
I remember my friend seeing me and she was like, I don't want to have children.
I don't blame her for feeling that way.
Yeah, she saw me and she was like, I don't want to have... I would literally have friends come see me and see the baby and they would go out and cry. I don't want to have children. She kept on saying that to me.
It was traumatizing.
It was bad.
It was traumatizing.
It was bad. It was bad.
I want to shout out your husband and your dad.
Yes.
Because I love that you said that they were present and super resourceful.
Yes.
And helpful in that period
Very
as
helpful.
well. I just want to shout them out.
Very
kudos
helpful.
to them.
Very helpful.
I mean, your dad's soul continue to rest in perfect peace.
Amen. Very helpful. My dad was looking for anything. Just, I need this girl to stop finishing. At some point, he was like, if I could take this pain, it was crazy. Yeah, it was.
You're very strong. You're very strong. And I always believe that the strength comes from the Lord, meaning the way God shows up in these really vulnerable times.
Yes.
We cannot deny the faithfulness
of
God.
I can't. I honestly can't. It was there. I would love to also talk about my healing because I just told you that no medication was working.
Yeah.
So just one day. And so I had prayed for so long before, the whole before the whole childbirth, I was praying and just telling God, and then, there's this thing that the devil does. It's like you're pregnant and then you start seeing the news of everybody who died giving birth. And people who had this complication. So I was really praying and, just telling God, I don't want to go through any of this and that. So when all this happened, I was angry. I felt like, I prayed.
You felt angry.
I was angry. I prayed.
You believed you had prayed, and as far as you're concerned, you had prayed.
Yes.
And you believed the Lord heard your prayers.
Yes.
Of course. So we expected a particular outcome.
I was angry. And then one day, I just sensed in my spirit to give thanks. So I was like, okay, I don't know where to start from. I went through my phone. Okay, what songs do I have? What songs do I have? Oh, I cleared my playlist, right? So I decided to download everything worship, Frank Edwards, Sinach, just anything, just sing about God. And that was it. And that was it. It wasn't medication. It wasn't anything. I can't sit here and say, oh, I had the best care. It wasn't that. That was it. Just one day, I told my dad I was not going to take this medication anymore because it was becoming too much. I felt like I was getting addicted to it because I needed the medication to function. The pain was just so much. It was just so unbearable. And like I said, my system was getting used to it, so they had to keep upping the dosage, and the length of relief it gave me shortened. So I was doing 3 hours. I'm now doing 2 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes. So I was like, no, I can't do this. I can't do this, and it was affecting a lot of things. I was also trying to be careful because whatever I'm ingesting, that's what I'm giving my child. I cannot do this. So during that whole time of giving thanks and stuff, I just told my husband and told my dad, I'm not taking this medication anymore. They were like, but you won't be in pain. I was like, I'm not taking it anymore. It has to go. And that was it. Yeah.
So,
and that was it.
So firstly, I want to say thank you for the honesty about saying that you felt angry at the time.
I was.
Because that's what you felt. What you had expected is not what you believe was your outcome. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And from what you've explained, that was traumatic.
It was.
So I can imagine you feeling angry. What I also love is that I love that what I'm learning more and more about God, right? Because we can never fully understand God. His ways are not our ways.
Yeah.
But I know that there are small things he'll be giving you as hints to explain more of his heart and his nature and his character.
Yes.
And what I'm learning with God too is that God appreciates honest relations with his people.
Clearly.
Meaning you honestly made it known that you were not happy.
Yes.
And then I believe that the Lord met you in that honesty and then told you your solution.
Yes.
And said, begin to worship.
Yes.
Begin to thank me. Begin to praise me. Because I am still the same faithful God, no matter what is happening.
Yes. Sure.
I am the faithful God, as in he remains faithful. That doesn't change. And we go through a lot of interestingly terrible things on this earth.
Oh, we do.
But the Lord himself remains faithful.
We do.
And sometimes, even if we don't feel like that, in honesty to him, in presenting honest emotions, honest state of where you are, he can meet us there and say, okay, let me tell you what you need to do next.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I appreciate it.
So, you know, when you said the same way you talk about, you know, people standing for you in the gap spiritually, that's the same way there are people hoping you don't make it. So I had that in my case as well. I had people, who were hoping. So when I was giving thanks, it was like, you know, I started to feel like the Lord started to show me, these people didn't want you to make it. There were so many things, you know. And after I had my child, and after I felt better, I heard from my brother-in-law, someone in particular who had said, that they prayed and they wished I died.
What?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, they wished I didn't make it.
No.
Yeah, so the same way you have people standing in gap, that's the same way there are people that are wishing you don't come out.
You know, I almost want to laugh. Do you know why? I feel like these funny schemes of the devil's camp, right? Or people that are against others. I find it amusing sometimes because I'm like, God's hand was clearly with you.
Oh, yeah.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So, unfortunately, those wishes, those evil thoughts could not come to pass.
Yes.
Because God already made way
Clearly.
for you to come out from this. Look what happened now. Your mother called.
Yeah.
Your brother said you're not going
Everything,
anywhere. Nurses are praying for you.
Nurses are praying for me. Yeah.
God tells you when you're in a low point, begin to thank me, begin to worship. Like, I almost want to just laugh at the enemy's side because it was a failed operation.
Yes.
Because you're here.
I'm here.
Not just that you're here, you're thriving.
I'm thriving. And I had another one.
You have a second one too.
They didn't stop me.
And they cannot stop you.
They can't, yes.
They cannot stop you. So this even makes me say thank you, Lord, more.
Yes.
Thank you, God, more.
Yes.
Because, it couldn't have come to pass.
Yeah, but it's important to also surround yourself around great people.
Yes, so
surround yourself
praying
around praying people.
The right praying people.
The right praying people. The right praying people.
The right praying people.
The right praying people. Pray to God.
Pray to our God.
Yes, the right praying people. So it's very important. I take the period of being pregnant. It's a very sacred time. Not everybody should be in your space. I don't blame people who actually keep it away from people. I really don't. You know, I came to that realization after my experiences. I was like, why are you hiding it? You know, but then I don't blame them because you don't know their story. You don't know what has happened. Yeah. So, so the right people, you have to be around the right people, and you have to be careful about the energy around you. You don't entertain any energy, any wrong energy. Don't watch some things. Don't listen to some things. Don't let people's stories, affect you. It's different for everyone, and you can scale through. You can have a pleasant journey.
Absolutely.
You can.
100%.
I had a pleasant journey.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
My second child, I had a pleasant journey.
Please go into that.
I had an amazing journey. So, like I said, my second child was, hi, mommy, I'm here. She was surprised. So imagine everything I went through with my first child, the throwing up, the vomiting, first trimester. I didn't have that with my second child. Beautiful. First trimester was like a breeze because I didn't even know I was pregnant. So I was ushered into second trimester with a bump. And, so yeah, it was beautiful, smooth ride, smooth sailing. I ate everything and anything. And then when I was going to have my baby, it was beautiful.
I love that.
It was beautiful. Like, I had that, I'm going to do this again. Oh, my goodness. But I already knew, I already opted for a CS.
Okay, from the get-go.
From the get-go. So I already had, of course, not in the same hospital. So I went to another
hospital. Thank you guys very much.
Yeah,
I'll see you whenever. Okay.
You've done well. Thank you. Let's move on. So I went to another hospital and I had conversations with my doctor. He was so good. Like, I always recommend people to that hospital. He was good, so good to me. Talked me through everything. He allowed me to see him and talk as much as I wanted, ask all my questions. So because it was CS, so we chose a date. So I chose February 10, 2020. That was the day actually COVID was.
COVID, yeah.
Yeah. In fact, I was in the theater when they were talking about COVID. It hadn't hit, so we were still talking about it, right? So we chose the dates. It was 7 a.m. in the morning. They just came in. Oh, we're prepping you now. This is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. And then it happened. They moved me to the theater. It was seamless. 7:25, I was done. Baby was out crying. Yes.
So less than 30 minutes?
Less than 30 minutes.
Beautiful.
Less than 30 minutes. Baby was out. So with my first child, I had diastasis recti.
Okay.
Of course, there were lots of things that went on. So when I had my second child, my doctor did corrective surgeries. Okay. So he was after he had delivered the baby, they brought him to me. Oh, I always have that. Oh my goodness, look at my child, And then he now said, oh, I'm doing corrective surgery. And then, so they did all that.
What a doctor.
Yeah.
Please, which hospital is this? Which doctor? Maybe after the show.
I'll tell you after the show.
I'll get the contact.
Yes,
this is a good doctor to know.
I had an amazing experience. I didn't feel pain.
Wow.
1 week after I was working, in fact, that same day I was moving around. I had already stood up because they encourage you to walk around so that your body can. That same day I felt good. I was like, so this is CS.
Night and day.
So it happens.
Night and day experiences.
So CS can happen like this. Like I was surprised. It was a good surprise. Wow. I was moving around. I was doing everything. I was good. Because it was COVID, so I couldn't even have my mom around. So I was doing I had to do my thing myself, and I was doing everything, standing up, bending, lifting my child. Like that. Healing was seamless. Like I healed so fine, like I didn't even have, so with my first child, I had like a big scar. My second child, sometimes I keep looking for, I think the scar I have today is still from the first one.
Wow.
So it was good. It was seamless. So I also do think that we should do our findings too before we choose a hospital. Do your findings, ask questions. you know, and the fact that the doctor is old doesn't necessarily
doesn't necessarily mean that might be the best person.
They cannot make mistakes. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean they cannot make mistakes, because a lot of people say, oh no, the doctor is old, so they're just doesn't necessarily mean they cannot make mistakes. And you know, I think again, I've learned with life medicine, there's improvements. Changes happen. They learn better medicine. They learn better ways to handle these things. So, because I know a lot of us we don't trust younger doctors because, like, what do you know? You don't have experience.
You just started.
Yeah, you just started. But, you know, but it doesn't mean a lot of things happen, especially with medicine. There's constant improvement. They're developing things, new ways, new methods. So I don't think it's also okay to, you know, like despise the younger doctors and stuff, because I think that was also my case.
Okay. In picking the first time around.
In picking the first time around. He has had multiple babies. I read his CV. I was like, yeah, let's go. And, you know, because sometimes when someone is not well, when someone doesn't have like a good orientation, they can just feel like, oh, I've done it so many times, so it's good. It could just, you know, push your case aside, but then they need to pay attention more. So that was what happened, yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. Now, just to think, if somebody is listening now and they're saying, okay, how do I pick my hospital? How do I pick my doctor? What are some things that they should be looking out for?
Oh, reviews. I recently learned to go on Google reviews.
Oh, Google reviews?
Go on Google reviews. Those reviews, people come out. I know people might say things just to spite someone's business and stuff, but I recently learned that don't let reviews they're real.
Okay, so even the Google reviews are
yes. Let people just go and read up, and also do your findings. Ask around. So with the second hospital I used for my second child, my friend actually had babies there. So she had twins. So I went to go see her, and she was telling me how it was so good and everything. So I was like, you know what? I was like, okay, I'm going to go do my research and stuff. I hadn't even, we weren't planning on having a baby at the time I went to that hospital. But then by the time I did my review on the doctor. I asked questions, ask questions, find out who this person is. And I came to the hospital, because I was stung before, so I'm not going to make the same mistake, right? So I came to the hospital, I asked mothers there, so I would see these mothers that come for their babies' shots and stuff. And I asked them, okay, did you have a baby here? Yeah. What was your experience like? So ask these questions, do your due diligence. It's very important. It's very, very important. It is, I know that so many other things can happen during childbirth, but then you need to rule out one of the biggest factors, which is hospital negligence and stuff like that. You need to rule that out. So do your due diligence. Go ask questions. Find out, what is this place like? What's this doctor like? Where is he coming from? Where was he before? Ask questions. So that helped me. So even though I had seen my friend have a wonderful experience, I still asked questions. I went on Google, I researched, what's this person like? What does he have? Where did he study? I researched. I went to the hospital. I met people, strangers. It's just like when you're checking for a new school for your child and you just go randomly and meet parents, right? So
how is this school? Are you enjoying
How is this school? Exactly. So just do that. I met, with women who had just had their babies. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to bother you. What was your experience like? What was your experience like? Yes, it's very important. It helps. Yeah.
Direct experience.
Yes, direct experience. And, they will tell you the truth. They will tell you the truth. Oh, this place is good or not. Honestly, And so you would always hear the buts. So don't take it lightly. Don't take it lightly.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
And I love that your second childbirth experience was like the redemption story for you.
It was.
Because look how smooth it went.
It was.
From the pregnancy, actually from the conception to the pregnancy to the childbirth.
It was.
And then I love, I keep saying it, God is faithful.
Yeah.
And in this regard, I'm going to say it specifically because you had your second baby during COVID, during this year of COVID.
Yeah.
And you didn't get to have anybody come in to support you.
Yes.
Yet, look how quickly you said you healed.
Yes.
You were back walking the same day that you had your CS.
Yes.
Just to show you that, again, God came and provided you what you needed to make it through that experience.
Yeah.
So yeah, God is faithful.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's talk about postpartum for your second baby.
Okay.
Now, I know for the first baby,
Yeah.
it was rough. It was initially very rough.
Yes.
You were still trying to just even get up, talk less of anything else.
Yeah.
Now, for your second baby, when you healed very quickly.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of your mental health, how was that in general,
Well,
between the first and the two?
I thought I was okay.
Okay, you thought. You were thought. Okay.
I thought I was okay. So,
Okay.
well, maybe because what I was expecting with the second, you know how you've had that terrible experience, so your mind kind of is expecting the worst, and I didn't have that. But I actually did think I was okay. I think it came for me much later.
Interesting.
So 2 years after.
So 2 years
Let's
after
say, yeah,
you...
2 years after I started to
Okay.
sink in.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it wasn't immediate for you after
wasn't.
delivery. It was 2 years
It wasn't
after.
2 years after, and I had to start asking, okay, so where is this coming from? Like, what's going on?
And just to be clear, what was that sank in? Like, what were you experiencing?
I just wanted to be by myself. I felt like I was trying to. I was at that place where I was trying to understand. Okay, what just happened? Like, I had a baby. Okay, yes, I know that. I have 2 children. I felt lost.
Okay.
I felt like I needed to find myself. Okay. Then I think also a part of me was also trying to, I don't know how to put this, but would I call it, somehow my mind was reliving my first pregnancy journey. Somehow it was reliving it. Somehow it was, trying to, because I think I had a defense mechanism already, or I had something that was protecting me from feeling that way. And I think I didn't really feel it until like after I had my second child.
So you don't think you fully healed?
Yeah, I didn't fully
heal. From the first experience?
Yes, from the first experience. Okay. So with the second experience, and then somehow at the back of my mind, thinking I was going to have a terrible experience, and I didn't have a terrible experience, it was like, okay. But then, something's there. I just didn't feel like myself entirely.
Okay.
I didn't feel like myself entirely. I wanted to be by myself. I was ghosting. Ghosting. Yeah, so...
Okay, so please explain that for the people that are like, which one is ghosting? Possibly our older audience.
Yeah, so not wanting to be seen or heard or,
Or like hanging out with friends,
yes,
things like that.
Yes, I don't want to be seen. Okay. I didn't want to be heard. I didn't want to be felt. Don't ask me how I'm doing. Just that.
Just leave me alone.
Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. And I was doing that, and I didn't even realize that I was really doing that. So yeah, just leave me alone. That kind of stuff, yeah. So.
And so, about how long did you think that lasted?
I would say a year.
A year.
Yes, I'll say a year because some other things happened in that same year.
Okay. That
also added to what I was feeling. Okay. So I would say probably 1 year. So I didn't start feeling like myself until last year.
Later. Until last year?
2020, okay. 2023, 2024. So I didn't really start feeling myself.
Okay.
So, I went back to that place of imagining pain that I felt with the first. And then, feeling sad about the things I could no longer do because of that trauma.
Okay.
So I love sports. So I can't run. I haven't run in since I had my child in 2017, I haven't run.
Okay, since your first child?
Yes, okay. I don't even think I can run anymore. Okay. So all that. So I think what happened that period, 2022, was me just angry that I can't run anymore.
Almost like grieving what you feel you've lost.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, grieving what I felt I lost, in that moment. And then grieving what I thought would happen as well with my second child.
There's also that. Okay.
Grieving what I thought would happen with my second child. So it took a bit of time to deal with all that and then come back to feeling like myself again. Yeah, so yeah.
Wow. Thank God you're feeling like yourself more now.
I am. That's why I'm here.
That's why you're here. We say thank God. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you.
So if you look back at everything, right, from conception, pregnancy, childbirth, postpartum, what would you say are like 2 best practices you'd recommend to any woman who is embarking on her motherhood journey? Like, what should they keep in mind as best practices to do? It could be at any of those phases. You're like, where do we start?
Where do we start? But firstly, I'll talk about self-care. You have to care about yourself.
Okay.
You have to, I would also talk about, you have to think positively and you have to want this to happen. Like, you have to see the end result. You have to see that you're going to get through it. You have to protect your mind. You have to protect your energy, protect your space.
Okay.
So through the conception, through childbirth, you have to take care of yourself.
So self-care.
Yes,
as
self-care.
Much as you can do
as
it.
Much as you can.
Okay.
As much as you can. You know, when I talk about self-care, that's why I'm talking about your mind space. You know, it's also a way of caring for yourself. You know, don't allow certain things to get into that space, you know, because I believe that we have a lot of stories surrounding conception, childbirth, and all of that.
Pregnancy,
in fact, conception, pregnancy, and childbirth. And if we focus so much on those stories, we wouldn't live and experience the beauty of it. It's a beautiful journey. So we would just miss all that moments on the fear, the bad experiences, you know, and stuff like that. You know, I'm talking about bad experiences even from people who had trouble conceiving, bad experiences, people who had a very terrible pregnancy journey, bad experiences, people who had an after childbirth, you know, childbirth issues and all those consequences and stuff. I'm talking about that. So I think we don't talk about protecting ourselves. You know, I know we get to read, but, you know, read the right things. Don't read about the things that can go wrong. Don't fill your mind up with the things that can go wrong. Don't fill your mind up with the things that are not right, are not good. You know, just fill your mind with what is good, what is right. This is your body, and God has designed for you to go through this process beautifully. It is designed for you to enjoy the process. It's not for you to be in pain. So don't think that I have to go through pain to conceive. I have to go through pain to go through pregnancy. I have to go through pain in child. Like, I've seen people and I've heard stories of people who have had it seamless. And so, yeah, you can be one of those people. You can have your story can be like that. And even if it doesn't happen, even if it doesn't happen, there should always still be that place where your mind is right. I went through this journey. I did it. You know, stay positive. That's what I'd say.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I love that majorly because, for example, even doing this podcast, right? My initial concern was, I don't want to scare people. Like, you know, I don't want people to be concerned if they hear some stories that are like traumatic, like mine, for example, and for example, like yours, right? But then the funny thing was, even when doing my own episode, talking about my story, I remember laughing so much. And I remember that people who watched it were like, you went through something traumatic, but you were laughing a lot. So I was like, yes, because at the end of the day, it's not to scare you. It's not for you to go home and say, oh my gosh, I can't do this. No. In fact, it's for you to see what can actually happen even when you go through something tough. You can come out laughing. Yes. You can come out fresh. You can come out in many different ways that are wonderful. So it's actually to empower you to know that your story doesn't have to be. First of all, you can have a much better story than mine. That's number one.
Look at me.
Do you understand? And then number two, you can come out. Then number two, you can come out.
I went back.
And then you can go back again.
You can go back again. So
it's to empower people to know that.
Yes.
Because I think there's a lot of fear around pregnancy these days. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear. And around childbirth. Yes. And it's because I think stories haven't been painted with hope.
Yes.
Even a painful story can be shown with the hope in that story, with the beauty in that story. Yeah. So thank you so much for that.
Yes.
So everybody listening, remain positive.
Remain positive.
Yes. No matter what.
It's a beautiful journey.
It's a beautiful journey.
It's a beautiful journey.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Thank you so much, Vivienne. So we're wrapping up. I'm a little sad we're wrapping up, but as well, such is life. But we have one more part before we wrap up. It's called the rapid fire Q&A. Rapid fire Q&A. Let me get the word right. So just a few questions, and you can answer them as quickly as the answer comes to mind. Okay. So hiking or beach vacation?
Beach vacay, please.
Thank you very much.
Let me feel the water on my feet.
Thank you very much. Anybody who says hiking, I always look with one eye like, hiking, really? Okay, chocolate or vanilla?
Vanilla always.
Vanilla?
Always.
All right.
Always.
We're on the same boat. We're in the same boat. Then talking or texting?
Oh, talk with me.
Talking. Okay, no, I'm texting.
I want to feel you. I want to see
okay,
you.
You see.
I want to look into your eyes.
That's why
I want to know what you're
boat,
saying.
That's why I have to leave the boat now. I want to go and text. Me. Okay, so let's see. A sound that you love.
Oh, my kids laughing.
Oh, I love that.
My kids laughing.
And then your favorite childhood movie?
Sound of Music.
We're in that same boat. Okay, so one thing you do for fun and self-care?
That would be music and solo dates.
Music and solo dates?
Yeah.
Vivienne, we're in the same group now. Okay, then one thing you love about motherhood? One or two things?
What do I love about motherhood? There's so many things I love about motherhood. Oh, I just love seeing the little ones that, you gave birth to becoming their own people, having their own mind. It's just a beautiful process. Just looking at that growth phase and growing phase. I love that about motherhood. Yeah, I love that.
This small before.
Yes, I love that about motherhood. It's nurturing. That's what motherhood is about. So you're nurturing, that little one.
I think you've answered my next question. I was going to ask you, when you think of motherhood, what is one word that comes to mind?
Nurturing.
So last question.
Yeah.
When your children grow up, what would you love to hear them say about you?
I wish they were here to say something. Okay, so I'd love them to say, mom made me feel seen. Mom heard me, and mom made me feel loved. I want them to feel that about me and to say that about me, that they felt seen with mom, they felt safe with mom, they felt loved with mom. Yeah.
Seen, safe and loved. I'm trusting they will say exactly that.
They will.
I love that. Thank you so much, Vivienne. So good having you on the show. Thank you. We appreciate your time.
Having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So thank you so much for watching this episode of Road to Motherhood with my lovely guest, Vivienne. I was so touched by her story. I'm sure that you were also touched by her story. And what a testament to the strength and resilience of women and the favor and mercy of God. Yeah. So we thank God so much for her story and for her life and her children's lives. So please, if you enjoyed this episode, hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section, and please share this episode with at least 5 women in your network. They need to know what's happening. They need to be encouraged, and they need to also understand what it means to truly be resilient and to be a strong woman in any circumstance, especially during the motherhood journey phase of their lives. So thank you so much. Until the next time around. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.